I grew up in North Queensland. My dad left when I was 2, leaving a painful wound in my life. My mum stepped up, working hard as a single mother, to give me and my siblings the best childhood possible. Mum and Grandma provided a stable upbringing, and I felt deeply loved by both. I did see my dad occasionally and loved his attention. He was charismatic, but had a rough childhood, and he struggled with addiction himself. And this affected every area of his life. School had always been a challenge for me, and at 13 we moved to Cairns, which had a destabilising effect on me. It was then that I began smoking cigarettes and marijuana with my cousin. At 15, against my family's wishes, I went to live with my dad. I dropped out of school and was initiated into a world of drugs, criminality, and chaos. These years were marked by a lifestyle that destroyed my mental and physical health. I knew I needed to get away and stop taking drugs, so I left for Melbourne. But it wasn't long before I was taking drugs again. I had to work a second job to support my drug use. I became exhausted, and after 7 long years, I returned up north. My life continued to get more and more complicated. I got involved with a guy who was into speed, cooking, taking, and distributing this drug. I experienced one disaster after another. I felt trapped, but didn't know how to escape this life. I was arrested and remanded in custody. It might sound strange, but I felt relieved when I went to jail. Even though I was surrounded by chaos and dysfunctional people, I felt God's presence, and I experienced a peace that surpassed all understanding. When I was in jail, I found out my dad had cancer. I was devastated. But I got the opportunity to speak with Dad on the phone, and it was in these calls that I was able to share my new faith in God and pray with him. Dad found a new faith in God too. When he died, I was numb. I couldn't feel the loss. It was too painful. Whilst in prison, a chaplain, Jenny, came alongside me and gave me support, guidance, and love. I was desperate for change and decided to go to Teen Challenge. The rehab is set on a hill in a beautiful rural landscape. The beauty of the place, the welcome and support from the staff was transformative for me. For me, this place became hope on a hill. I made beautiful friendships, and I was loved and accepted in a way that I had never experienced. I spent nearly a year in rehab, and being in the program and reconnecting with God changed me body, mind, and spirit. What does life look for me now? I live a beautiful, ordinary, and uncomplicated life with Shane and our 3 children, Caleb, Peter, and Chelsea. I spend my days being the mother, wife, and woman I always hoped to be. I have found joy in a way I never thought possible. I still get woken at night, but it is no longer by the sound of police bashing on the door, but rather by one of my children who needs a hug and a mum's reassurance. Our life is still messy, but it's the kind of mess that gets cleaned up with Chuck's cloth and tissues, not a stay in hospital, rehab, or prison. It is a life with more light than shade. I know where I belong, and I know who I belong to.